Carlee Russell is an Hoover, Alabama nursing student who reported she was kidnapped on July 13, 2023. The alleged disappearance led to a great deal of press coverage. Russell appeared at her parents' house on July 15th after being missing for 49 hours, and questions have been raised as to whether the abduction actually occurred. Russell reported to police that she was kidnapped from the side of Interstate 459 after stopping because she saw an unattended young child on the side of the highway. She made a 911 call shortly before the claimed abduction at around 9:30 p.m. on July 13th, which has been publicly released. She later reported that she was placed inside a tractor-trailer truck, escaped, and was recaptured and put in a car. After saying she was undressed and photographed while blindfolded, though not bound at the wrists to avoid marks of being bound, she says she escaped again. That was a short summary now. Let's get into details. Alabama police on Wednesday cast doubt on a nursing student who claimed she was abducted by a strange couple after stopping her car along I-495 last Thursday to check on a toddler she said she saw walking alone. Carlee Russell, a 25-year-old nursing student, mysteriously vanished for 49 hours, leading state and federal investigators on a statewide search that ended after she reappeared back at her parents' house late Saturday night. Before leaving work and getting on the highway where she first called 911, police say Russell left work with a bathrobe and toilet paper. She then stopped at Target to buy Cheez-Its and granola bars, which were not found at the scene of her disappearance with her other belongings. Russell's family has continued to claim the 25-year-old was abducted and that her kidnapper is still at large, while Durzis said there's no reason to believe there's a threat to public safety at this time. When asked if the alleged abductor Russell described is currently on the loose, the police chief responded, "Don't believe so." Durzis said the investigation into Russell's disappearance is ongoing, and investigators still have many questions. Only Carlee can provide those answers, Durzis said. Local police didn't say Russell's alleged kidnapping was a hoax, but called her behavior and internet search activity in the days leading up to her disappearance strange, adding that police haven't been granted a follow-up interview with her about the incident. "She's not ready to talk, is what we've been told," Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis told reporters at a press conference. Durzis said investigators found that prior to her disappearance, Russell had searched for whether or not you have to pay for an Amber Alert, and what the maximum age for an Amber Alert is. Durzis also said Russell searched for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham, Ala, to Nashville, Tennessee, scheduled for the night she vanished. She also searched for the movie Taken, and looked up the phrase, "how to take money from a register without being caught." Russell returned home on foot late Saturday night and was taken to a local hospital, where she was treated overnight and released early Sunday. In a statement late Tuesday night, the Hoover Police Department said investigators were only able to briefly speak with Russell about her disappearance once at the family's home before medics took her to the hospital. During her only interview with police, Russell said she was abducted. According to Durzis, Russell told police she was checking in on the alleged toddler when she said a white man with orange hair came out of the trees and grabbed her. Russell claimed the man picked her up, made her climb over the fence alongside the highway, and made her get into an 18-wheeler. Russell claimed there was also a woman with the man, but she didn't her because Russell says she was blindfolded. She once escaped the 18-wheeler, but was wrangled back into the truck, she told police. She said she was not bound because her kidnappers said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrist. Russell claims she was taken to a house, forced to undress, and had pictures taken of her, though she told investigators the two alleged kidnappers didn't physically assault her. During her alleged kidnapping, Russell said she could hear a baby crying. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle. She claims she was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area, Durzis said, explaining Russell's recollection. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. Detectives noted Russell had a small injury to her lip and had a tear in her shirt, as well as $107 cash in her right sock. In the days following her reappearance, Russell's family has made several statements on social media, and gave a number of interviews backing up the nursing student's claim she had been kidnapped. When pressed for details, however, the family has said they can't explain specifics, citing the ongoing investigation into her disappearance. Russell first vanished late Thursday after making a 911 call saying she spotted a toddler wearing a diaper, walking alone alongside I-495. Traffic camera footage shows what police believe to be Russell's car slowing down with its blinkers on and then stopping alongside the interstate. Russell got out of the car and, according to her mother, Talitha Robinson Russell, called her brother's girlfriend and stayed on the line with her until she vanished. "My son's girlfriend heard her asking the child, 'Are you okay?' She never heard the child say anything, but then she heard our daughter scream," Talitha had told AL.com late last week. "All you hear on her phone is background noise from the interstate." However, police said in a news release late Tuesday night that investigators never found evidence of a missing child walking alone next to the highway. Nor did we receive any additional calls about a toddler walking down the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through that area, as depicted by the traffic camera surveillance video, the Hoover Police Department said. Investigators found Russell's cell phone and a wig in her abandoned vehicle when they arrived. A number of snacks she allegedly purchased at a nearby Target prior to placing the 911 call were not found in the car, police said. And last Ballahama had an almost similar kidnapping story. And it was the abduction of a 12-year-old girl by a guy named Jose Paulino, and she was forced to consume drugs and alcohol. If Carlee Russell's kidnapper showed up with a similar Latino name, that will lead us to ask a lot of questions, especially questioning about the presence of Latino gang that kidnap people. And surprisingly, Carlee Russell is expected to face criminal charges after she admitted to lying about being kidnapped. On Monday, Hoover Police Department Chief Nicholas Durzis said that Ms. Russell's attorney, Emery Anthony, had provided a statement admitting the abduction was a lie. On Tuesday, Mr. Anthony met with detectives to discuss his client's case, and following the meeting, said that he is expecting charges to be filed against her. He told local news station WDHN that she could be charged as soon as Wednesday. Meanwhile, Ms. Russell's ex-boyfriend, Thomas Simmons, has posted a statement on Instagram saying that he felt blindsided by his ex-girlfriend's lies. "Carlee's actions created hurt, confusion, and dishonesty," he wrote. "We are disgusted by the outcome of this entire situation." The video's done. Everybody let us know your opinion in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you can see more similar content in our channel.